You know the real reason why a lot of people, they never come up in life? Because they too busy worried about what people think about them. Sometimes you gotta be like, F what people think about you, man. That's the only way you're gonna ever get on top. This your boy DEESLIMDAOG at Staysolid the Movement. We back with another one. But yeah, man, you gotta stop worrying about what people think about you, man. Yeah, you gotta stop worrying about what people gonna say about you. You gotta stop worrying about how people gonna feel about you. Especially if people don't pay your bills. They ain't feeding you. They ain't housing you. They ain't clothing you. You gotta stop caring about what they gotta say and think about you, man. A lot of times in my life, man, I used to kind of like, back in my younger days, I used to like, worry about what people gonna say, worry about what people gonna think. But I had to break that habit, man. And that's the only way you're gonna ever really get to where you're trying to get. That's the only way you're gonna ever really reach your goals, when you start putting yourself first, man, and start saying F everybody else, man. Because most people, man, they don't give a damn about you anyway. Most people that surround you, I'm just gonna keep it for real with you, they don't give a damn about you or your situation anyway. That's why I always tell y'all that self-preservation is the #1 law. That you gotta put yourself before anything and everybody. Yeah, you come before anybody. Because you can't help nobody, or you can't do nothing for nobody until you get your own self right, man. So you got to make sure that you focusing on you, and you got to make sure that you ain't stuck in the funk worrying about what other people think about you. A lot of people, man, they start YouTube channels, they start doing music, they start doing a lot of stuff, but they never had no progress because they too busy worrying about what the Joneses gonna think about them. You got to be like, fuck the Joneses, man. That's how your mind frame got to be. Or other than that, you're going to stay stuck, man, at the bottom, and you ain't going to grow. I'm just giving it to y'all real, man, that you can't even worry about it, man, because people going to talk about you if you're doing good, and people going to talk about you if you're doing bad. So you might as well do your own damn thing and let them talk, man. Let these haters talk. Let these naysayers talk. Let them say what they want. Just make sure that you stay doing you. You got to stay on your grind, man. I don't give a damn what happened in your life. I don't care what you lose. I don't care who leave. You got to stay doing you, because nobody ain't going to do you like you. And you're going to have some ups and downs. You're going to have some hiccups. It's going to be some time that you might want to quit, but you still got to keep on doing you. But most of all, don't let people, man, stop you, man, from doing what you got to do. A lot of times people, they go off on what people gonna say they look like, they weight, or they hair, or what they don't got, or how much money they don't got, or what type of car they got, or what type of car they don't got. Man, you gotta get done away with that and just do you. Cause people gonna talk. Cause most of the people that's doing the talking, they ain't got no damn motion anyway. They don't got no motion anyway. That's why they always trying to down other people and talk bad about other people and trying to say things to discourage you, cause they don't want you to reach the top. And that's all it be about, man. Sometimes you hold yourself back. You be your own worst enemy in this life, man. You could be your own worst enemy, stopping you from getting to the bag, stopping you from getting to where you want to be, on your journey in life, because you too focused on what the next man got to say or what the next man think about you. You got to just say F them, man, and do your own thing. You got to do what you got to do, because if you don't do it, ain't nobody going to do it for you, man. I could tell y'all stories, man, time and time over again that, I seen down in my life how, a lot of things that I didn't get to achieve or I didn't get to accomplish because I was focused on what the next man was going to think, or I was focused on what the next man was going to say. But you know what? About 4 or 5 years ago, after I lost my mom, and and that should have been and that was not really the true only person in my life besides God who I really cared of what they think or what they say. Man, after I lost her, man, it was over with. So I really don't give a fuck about what nobody got to say about me or what people think. Long as I'm doing me, long as I can take care of myself every day, long as I can feed myself every day, long as I can take care of the essentials that I need every day in my life, man, I don't give a damn what nobody else think, man. And y'all got to mob and y'all got to live the same way, man. And if you can feel me, go ahead and drop 100 in the comment section. It's free. And shout out to my real subscribers, man. I appreciate y'all for y'all support. Oh, yeah, thank you to my new subscribers that's coming to the channel, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Can't do it without y'all. Hope y'all having a happy holidays, man. But you got to do your thing out here, man. You got to do your thing, man, and stop worrying about what other people thinking about you. You got to be yourself. A lot of people, man, they can't come up because they're not being themselves. They being who they think the people want them to be. You can't be who other people want you to be. You got to be who God created you to be. Because if you don't, you're not going to never succeed, man. Because you got to remember, it's going to always be somebody out here that like what you doing. It's going to always be somebody out here that like what you saying, man. It's going to always be somebody out here that like your swag, man, or you got something in common with and you just don't know it. But you holding yourself back because you too busy worried and focus on what the Joneses got to say about you, man. Yes, definitely, man. Stop focusing and stop worrying about what other people think about you, man, and just do you. You know, God gave everybody, man, they own, you know, set of fingerprints, man, and ain't no man alike. You know, ain't no such thing as a duplicate set of fingerprints, man. I'm sorry. You know, it's not. You know, I'm an original, so nobody can't duplicate me. You know, I talk about, you know what I'm saying, my life, you know, as a part of my content, because this one thing I know, they could bite things that I say. They could bite, you know what I'm saying, shit that I, you know, little titles that I put on my videos. But one thing they can't ever bite and one thing they can't ever take away from me is me being authentic, me being real, me being solid. And that's how y'all got to be, man. So I really don't give two fucks about what nobody got to think about me, man. You know, I say what I want to say and I do what I want to do because that's how it is, man. That's how God created me and that's how God created you. That you got to stop worrying about what your boss think. Stop worrying about what these people on the internet think about you. Because most of these people, they don't give a damn if you stop breathing today. If you stop breathing today, these people going to find somebody else to ride their coattail tomorrow. That's why I stay focused on doing what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? I stay focused on handling my business, man. Because I know if I don't handle my business and do it, ain't nobody else going to do it for me, man. Yeah, man. So, you know, don't let nobody keep holding you back, man. If it's something that you want to do out here, that's in your heart, you know what I mean? And, you know, you want a certain type of job or you want to go to a certain place in your life, you know, to move out your town that you hate being there because you feel like that shit ain't for you. Man, you know, pack your stuff up and get the hell on, man. You don't need nobody permission but God permission, man. That's the only person permission that you should want. And that's the only person permission that, I'm sorry, y'all, that you should need, man, is God. You know, ask God, man, to show you the way, what you should be doing, man. And you don't got to be perfect, man, because I'm not perfect, man. But you got to be solid, man, and you got to be real. And stop caring but what these busters think about you, man. And y'all do me a favor. Make sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And with that being said, knowledge is power, and stay solid is the movement. Y'all stay solid, stay blessed. Peace and shalom. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next video. I'm out.